Hey you guys, welcome back to Talks with Leah. This is episode 13. So I'm very excited that we are here. I am happy to have you. I pray that this word serves you well. It's not necessarily a word. I don't claim to be a prophetess or anything like that. I am a girl who is learning to have a relationship with God while still following his desires, no matter what it looks like, no matter how it is. This is what helped me get to this point, and I just pray that this serves other people well in their navigation through Christ, and who to follow, who to talk to, who to take advice from, because I may not always be the leader for you, but I want you to find the leader that is for you, because we all need love, we all need help, we all need that love of God over our life, and having and embodying his heart posture. This is something that I've been working on, going through the seasons, praying for the seasons that the people in the Bible went through as well, because everything in the Bible, if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't read the whole Bible, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna act like this is not the human manuals to receiving God's love and understanding the different things, because shoot, even Job went through depression. I had to skip a couple chapters. I ain't gonna hold you, I've read Job throughout the whole before. It was more so of like, the depressing was depressing, baby, and I'm like, I'm not in this season of depression. And so I understood like the depths of like, this did not happen overnight. So there was a lot of turmoil, there was a lot of hardship, there was a lot of wanting to die, there was a whole lot of wanting to do things that was just not in God's plan. So with that being said, embodying the heart posture in peace, and the way you can, I believe the way you could tell what God is doing is how you interpret the actions of God and how you see the way God is moving. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. There was a situation where I could see before it happened that this was not something that I truly wanted to do, but being obedient, I went ahead and did it, and it still worked out for the good. And I was like, God, you were in that, because you already knew I was hesitant and didn't want to do it. I was going to do it, but it's like, God, I don't understand why you want me to do this, because this is not something I don't want to participate in this. But he needed to show what he needed to do what he needed to do through me. And when that happened, it was just like, you needed to see that too. That was for you too. And when everything was said and done, I was like, oh, okay, God. Okay, God. I see what you did there. I like that. Okay. I didn't want to. But even the things that we don't want to, is still a provision on it. I'm sorry. It was like something, I don't know. Anyways, I don't really. Oh, okay. So on the screen that I'm recording from, it says AF tracking lock, and I didn't know what that was. So I'm guessing there's a yellow box around my face, and it's tracking my location, like my movement, because it's moving with me. Okay, cool. I was like, what is that? Anyways, my bad, y'all. Sidetracked. Basically, knowing how he moves and how he provides and how things are coming to pass. So like, for example, you understand God when you think differently. Like, it's not a woe is me, or why did you say no, or that type of stuff. It's actually a genuine like, okay, God, I see what you're saying here. I see what you're doing here. I see why you did what you did. I understand why you said what you said, or what you did, how you did it, whatever, blase. And having the heart posture like, okay, you don't get that job. And instead of you saying, oh, what was me, God forgot about me, you switch it to, okay, God got better for me. God has already provided for me. God is not going to leave me without if I truly need to be left without, because God will place you in situations I got a good one. Okay, testimony. I'll take it. Okay, so last week I was down to $0. I'm talking about zero all across the board. All across the board. All across the board. It was zero all across the board. I had bills to pay, this, that, and the other. And I was at peace. I was like, you know what, Lord? You're going to either give me idea. You're going to either give me ideas. You're going to give me provision. You're going to do something to spark something in here so I can move. Because being still spiritually and moving flesh-wise is more so, at least it's worked for me. And when I say moving flesh-wise, like I'm being still in the spirit so I don't lose my marbles while my body is doing what it can to get to where we need to get to and pay the bill that we need to pay to, because God has already provided. God already made sure whatever order, whatever amount, He has already sent people in place to do what He needs to do. And understanding that will have you walking differently. But understanding it is also trusting that He's going to do it. You can't just know it, understand it, but then don't trust it, because it don't work like that. You actually have to give more. You actually have to be in a place with God where you can be like, oh, if that didn't work out, He got better. And if He don't have better, that means something right now is something that I have yet to learn. Because God already wants us to have an abundant life. He wants us to have wealth. He wants us to have these things, but He's not going to bless us when He doesn't feel like, one, you can trust Him, and two, that you're not ready on the backside to receive it. So with that being said, being in a place with God, you can tell by your mental state and how you think. You can tell in your idle words. Like, even when things get tough, you can be speaking the correct thing, but on your idle words, you're condemning what's happening, or you're shameful of what's happening. You're guilty of what's happening. God is not a condemning God. Let's get that straight. He is not a condemning God. He is a correcting Father, and He will most definitely correct you, snatch you up, tie a knot in you, and He will. In such a loving way, because everything is not always what it seems. So being mindful, being fruitful, being in position, you can tell the way you're navigating how God is moving through you, no matter what it is, because He places people in different places. He places people in different places to be a vessel. So I just pray that you check your heart posture with God. Make sure you're actually having a relationship with God. You don't want to wait till the last minute and He tell you He don't know you. At least that's something that I don't want to ever hear. Do you hear me? But I can rest assured that I know God for myself. And it's a different type of love. It's a different type of peace. It's a different type of guidance. It's a different type of Father. It's something that can't be matched. I'll take God every trip. I may mess up, I may slack, but one thing about it is two things for sure. God gonna be with me. And I pray that you see that He's with you. Sometimes we feel far because we put ourselves far, even though He's standing right beside us every trip. Every trip. It don't matter where you are, what you're going through, God is with you. It's us that be thinking that He's not there just because He's not providing the way He wants us to provide. But as loud as you want God to bless you, is as loud as the work that needs to be done. How do you want God to bless your business and you scared to talk about Him out loud no matter where you at? The decorum. What time and place? I'ma shout with God no matter what. No matter where I am, because I am nothing without God. I could, but I wouldn't even got myself here by myself. This, what was supposed to take 5-10 years, took less than 3. Less than 3. Because I started this journey with God, healing with God, getting him to know him by myself. That was 22. I reintroduced myself, and we had a conversation. We had to heal with each other first, because I was pissed, big pissed. So we had to get some rapport together. What is happening? We need to talk, because I'm about to go down a road that I know you're not there, and I don't want that. I saw it. Snatch. Hey God, we need to talk. Yeah. So with that being said, pray about it, take it to God, see what's what, and I pray that the answer that you get, you receive it and work on it, and not receive it and get upset or too overjoyed. Well, not too overjoyed that you're overjoyed, but you continue to work to get closer, because it's always closer. Always closer. So I love you guys. I pray this serves you well. You guys are amazing, and I just pray that everything that you want for yourself, that God is in it and is aligned with it. So have an amazing day, and I shall see you guys soon.